Levels of organization. In this unit, we're going to be talking about cells and their structures. So levels of organization. Again, Unit 2, page 1. Key concept. The human body and other organisms have 5 levels of organization. The levels of organization are from simplest to most complex are, we have cells, tissues, organs, systems, and organisms. So we see examples of each. Cells are the basic unit of life and they're the smallest. Tissues are groups of cells. Organs involve things like the heart, liver, lungs, and systems like circulatory system, immune system, nervous system. And obviously organism, we're talking here about multicellular organisms, but remember there are single-celled organisms. When we think about what things are made of, atoms are used to combine to form things called molecules. So things like hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water in H2O. Molecules are then going to form cells. So molecules like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, all join together to form different parts of the cell. Cells are going to contain little structures called organelles. The zygote, which is what all multicellular organisms are coming from, is a single cell that divides into embryonic stem cells that develop in 2 stages. First is determination, or commitment to becoming one type of cell, and then differentiation is the specialization of those cells. So we see here in the center of the diagram the zygote. Depending on where these cells are in the embryo is going to determine whether or not it's going to differentiate into muscle cells for the intestinal wall, epithelial cells for the stomach lining, or even bone cells. Specialized cells develop from a single zygote, and some of the examples of these cells include red blood cells as well as nerve cells. Look how the 2 cells are distinctly different, however they both contain the same genetic information. They came from the same zygote. Again, we have a cartoon here of different types of cells. When these different types of cells are grouped together to form tissue, they form the same task. There are 4 different types of tissue that we have in the body. There's epithelial, there's nervous, there's muscular, and there's connective tissue. But remember, a group of cells forms tissue. And a group of tissue actually can form an organ. So 2 or more tissue types form the organ. The organ is a structure that performs a specific function in the body. So we have here a group of nerve cells that are used to create the brain. And then organs are going to form organ systems. A group of organs which work together for a common purpose is an organ system. So brain, spinal cord form the nervous system. So let's go over our summary. What is the basic unit of life? You should have cells. What is a group of cells called? You should have tissue. And now, organize the levels from smallest to largest. Organism, organelle, cell, tissue, organ system. Take a minute and think about which is the smallest and which is the largest. Put a number next to each. Okay, if you didn't have a chance to answer, you can pause the video here. We're going to reveal the answer. The smallest is organelle, then cell, tissue, organ, organ system, organism. And that's the levels of organization for the cell.